The vast expanse of space stretched before Captain Zara Novak as she piloted the Earth exploration vessel Stargazer through the uncharted Epsilon sector. Her mission was routine: map new star systems and search for habitable planets. Little did she know that this ordinary expedition would change the course of human history. Zara's second-in-command, Lieutenant Raj Patel, monitored the ship's sensors with unwavering focus. "Captain, I'm detecting an anomaly at coordinates 227 Mark 4, he reported, his voice tinged with excitement. Intrigued, Zara adjusted their course. As they approached the anomaly, a shimmering distortion in space materialized before them. Suddenly, a sleek, silver spacecraft burst through the distortion, trailing wisps of ethereal energy. "Evasive maneuvers!" Zara shouted, her hands flying over the controls. The Stargazer narrowly avoided a collision, but the alien craft wasn't as fortunate. It spiraled out of control, clearly damaged. Without hesitation, Zara made a decision that would alter the fate of two civilizations. "Prepare for emergency docking procedures. We're bringing them aboard." As the crew scrambled to action, Zara couldn't shake the feeling that they were about to step into something far bigger than a simple rescue mission. The alien ship, now secured in their docking bay, bore markings unlike anything in Earth's database. With a hiss, the airlock opened, revealing a sight that took Zara's breath away. An alien figure stumbled out, humanoid but unmistakably otherworldly. Its skin shimmered with an iridescent blue hue, and delicate, fin-like appendages framed its face. The alien's eyes, large and luminous, locked onto Zara's. In that moment, a connection formed, transcending the barriers of language and species. The alien spoke, its voice a melodic trill that somehow resonated with meaning in Zara's mind. "I am Vex Lore, heir to the Aquarian throne," the alien conveyed. "My people are in grave danger. Please, you must help us." Zara's training kicked in, pushing aside her awe. She gestured for the medical team to attend to Vex Lore's injuries. "I'm Captain Zara Novak of Earth. You're safe now. We'll do what we can to assist you." As the medical team worked, Vex Lore's story unfolded. The Aquarians, an advanced aquatic species, had long hidden their civilization beneath the oceans of a distant world. But now, a ruthless race known as the Drakari had discovered their existence and sought to exploit their advanced biotechnology. Vex Lore had fled in search of allies, using experimental technology to create a wormhole. The journey had nearly destroyed their ship, but fate had brought them to the Stargazer. Lieutenant Patel approached Zara, his expression grave. "Captain, we've received a priority transmission from Earth Command. They're demanding an immediate report on the alien contact." Zara knew the gravity of the situation. Humanity had long wondered if they were alone in the universe. Now, not only had they made first contact, but they were being drawn into an interstellar conflict. She turned to Vex Lore, who had regained some strength. "Your Highness, I need to know everything about the threat your people face. Earth may be able to help, but we need to understand what we're dealing with." Vex Lore nodded solemnly. "The Drakari are conquerors, Captain Novak. They seek to dominate all sentient life in the galaxy. My people have technology that could tip the balance of power in their favor. If they succeed in subjugating us, no world will be safe, including yours." The weight of this revelation settled on Zara's shoulders. She had set out to explore the stars, and now found herself at the crossroads of a galactic conflict. The decisions she would make in the coming hours could determine the fate of not just the Aquarians, but potentially all of humanity. As she prepared to contact Earth Command, Zara couldn't help but feel a mix of fear and exhilaration. The universe had suddenly become much larger and more dangerous, but also filled with incredible possibilities. She glanced at Vex Lore, seeing not just an alien, but a person in need, and possibly, the key to humanity's future among the stars. "All right," Zara said, straightening her uniform. "Let's show the galaxy what humans are made of." Lieutenant Patel set a course for Earth. We're about to make history. As the Stargazer's engines hummed to life, Zara knew that the true journey was just beginning. The stars that had once seemed so distant now held the promise of adventure, danger, and perhaps even unexpected alliances. With Vexlor by her side, she was ready to face whatever challenges the cosmos had in store. Captain Zara Novak stood on the bridge of the Stargazer, her eyes fixed on the holographic display showing Earth's orbital defenses. The news of Vexlor's arrival and the impending DRA threat had sent shockwaves through Earth's leadership. Emergency meetings were called, and the planet's military forces were on high alert. Vexlor, now recovered from his ordeal, joined Zara on the bridge. His iridescent blue skin shimmered under the soft lighting, and his large, expressive eyes conveyed a mix of gratitude and concern. Captain Novak, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. But I fear I've brought a great danger to your world. Zara turned to face the alien prince. Your Highness, Earth has faced its share of challenges. We're not about to back down from this one. Tell me more about these DRA carry. What are we up against? Vexlor's fins quivered as he spoke. The DRA carry are a warrior race, driven by conquest. Their technology is formidable, but it's their ruthlessness that makes them truly dangerous. They've subjugated dozens of worlds, strip mining them for resources and enslaving the populations. Lieutenant Raj Patel, monitoring the long-range sensors, interrupted. Captain, we're detecting multiple wormhole signatures at the edge of the solar system. It's them. Zara's jaw clenched. How many? At least a dozen warships, Captain. And they're big. Vexlor's eyes widened. That's a full invasion fleet. They must have followed my wormhole signature. I've doomed your world. Zara placed a reassuring hand on Vexlor's shoulder. We're not done yet. Raj, open a channel to Earth Command. We need to coordinate our defenses. As Raj worked to establish the connection, Zara turned back to Vexlor. Your Highness, I need everything you know about DRA carry tactics and weaknesses. We may be outgunned, but humanity has a knack for turning the tables when the odds are stacked against us. Vexlor nodded, his resolve strengthening. Their ships rely heavily on energy weapons. Their hulls are tough, but their shield generators are vulnerable to electromagnetic pulses. Zara's mind raced with possibilities. Raj, get me Dr. Amelia Chen from R&D. We might be able to modify our satellites to generate a large-scale EMP. As the crew bustled with activity, Earth Command came online. Admiral Hector Ramirez's stern face filled the main view screen. Captain Novak, report. Zara straightened her uniform. Admiral, we have confirmation of a DRA carry invasion fleet entering the solar system. I have an Aquarian representative on board with crucial intelligence on the enemy. Request permission to coordinate Earth's defense. Admiral Ramirez's eyebrows shot up. An alien? Novak, what have you gotten us into? Sir, with all due respect, we don't have time for a full debrief. The fate of Earth is at stake. Trust me. The Admiral's eyes narrowed, but he nodded. Very well, Captain. You have operational command of our orbital defenses. Don't make me regret this. As the transmission ended, Zara turned to her crew. All right, people, we've got work to do. Raj, I want constant updates on the DRA carry fleet's position. Dr. Chen, I need you to work with Vexlor on modifying our defenses. We're going to give these invaders a welcome they'll never forget. Hours passed in a flurry of activity. The Stargazer became the nerve center of Earth's defense, with Zara coordinating with military leaders worldwide. Vexlor's knowledge proved invaluable, allowing Earth's scientists to quickly adapt their technology to counter the DRA carry threat. As the enemy fleet entered the inner solar system, tension on the bridge reached a fever pitch. Zara stood at the center, her voice calm but firm. All stations, report readiness. One by one, her crew confirmed their preparedness. Earth's modified defense grid hummed to life, a network of satellites and orbital platforms ready to unleash a devastating electromagnetic pulse. The first DRA-carry ships appeared on visual sensors, their massive, dark hulls bristling with weapons. Zara took a deep breath. This is it. For Earth, for the Aquarians, for all free people in the galaxy. Initiate Operation Thunderclap. With a command from Raj, Earth's defenses sprang into action. A wave of electromagnetic energy surged forth, engulfing the DRA-carry fleet. For a moment, nothing seemed to happen. Then, one by one, the massive warships began to drift, their lights flickering and weapons falling silent. Cheers erupted on the bridge of the Stargazer. Vexlor stared in awe. It worked. Their shields are down. Zara allowed herself a small smile. Phase 1 complete. Now for Phase 2. All Earth Defense Forces, engage the enemy. Take them down while they're vulnerable. Earth's ships and defense platforms opened fire, their weapons finding easy targets in the disabled DRA-carry vessels. The battle was fierce but short-lived. Without their shields and primary systems, the invaders stood little chance against the combined might of humanity's defenses. As the last DRA-carry ship fell silent, a stunned quiet settled over the bridge. Zara turned to Vexlor, whose eyes shimmered with emotion. Your people are safe now, Your Highness. And I believe this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship between our worlds. Vexlor bowed deeply. Captain Novak, you and your crew have saved not just my people, but countless others. The Aquarians will forever be in Earth's debt. Zara smiled. We're not done yet. There's a galaxy out there full of worlds under DRA-carry oppression. What do you say we do something about that? As the crew of the Stargazer celebrated their victory, Zara and Vexlor looked out at the stars, knowing that their adventure was just beginning. The unlikely alliance between humans and Aquarians had not only saved Earth, but opened the door to a new era of interstellar cooperation and exploration. The Stargazer glided through the inky void of space, its sleek hull reflecting the distant starlight. Captain Olivia Reeves stood at the helm, her eyes fixed on the holographic display before her. The ship's recent encounter with the Zephyrian princess, Nyla, had set in motion a series of events that would change the course of human history. Nyla, her iridescent scales shimmering under the ship's soft lighting, approached Olivia. Captain, I've finished analyzing the data from the DRA-Koth warship. Their fleet is larger than we initially thought. Olivia nodded, her brow furrowing with concern. How much time do we have before they reach Earth? Based on their current trajectory, less than 72 hours, Nyla replied, her voice tinged with urgency. The captain turned to her crew, determination etched on her face. All right, people. We need a plan, and we need it fast. Earth's defenses won't hold against a full-scale DRA-Koth invasion. Lieutenant Marcus Chen, the ship's tactical officer, spoke up. Captain, what if we use the Zephyrian cloaking technology Nyla shared with us? We could sneak past their fleet and sabotage their command ship. Olivia considered the idea, her mind racing through potential scenarios. It's risky, but it might be our best shot. Nyla, can you help us modify the Stargazer's systems to incorporate your cloaking tech? The alien princess nodded, her eyes gleaming with determination. Of course, Captain. I'll work with your engineering team immediately. As Nyla and the engineers set to work, Olivia gathered her senior officers in the briefing room. The atmosphere was tense, but there was an undercurrent of excitement. This was humanity's chance to prove itself on the galactic stage. Here's the plan, Olivia began, pulling up a holographic map of the approaching DRA-Koth fleet. We'll use the cloaking device to slip past their outer defenses. Once we're in range of the command ship, we'll launch a targeted EMP strike to disable their systems. With their leadership in chaos, the rest of the fleet should be easier to deal with. The crew listened intently, asking questions and offering suggestions. As the plan took shape, a sense of purpose filled the room. They were no longer just explorers, they were Earth's first line of defense against an alien threat. Hours passed as the Stargazer raced towards its rendezvous with the Dracoth fleet. Nyla worked tirelessly alongside the human engineers, her knowledge of alien technology proving invaluable. As the final modifications were made, she found herself growing closer to the crew, particularly to Marcus. The tactical officer had been fascinated by Nyla's stories of her homeworld, and the two had spent many off-duty hours discussing the differences and similarities between their cultures. As they worked side by side to integrate the cloaking technology, their bond deepened. With less than an hour before they reached the Dracoth fleet, Olivia called the crew to the bridge for a final briefing. "This is it, people. What we do here today will determine the fate of Earth and possibly the entire galaxy. I know we're facing impossible odds, but that's what humans do best. We defy the impossible." Her words sparked a fire in the crew's hearts. They took their stations with renewed determination, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As the Stargazer approached the massive Dracoth fleet, Nyla activated the cloaking device. The ship shimmered and vanished from sight, becoming invisible to both eyes and sensors. Olivia held her breath as they navigated through the sea of enemy vessels, each one capable of destroying them in an instant. Marcus kept a steady hand on the weapon's controls, ready to launch the EMP at a moment's notice. Beside him, Nyla monitored the cloaking device, making minute adjustments to keep them hidden. As they neared the command ship, a colossal vessel bristling with weapons, Olivia gave the order. "Now, Lieutenant Chen." Marcus fired the EMP, a pulse of energy that rippled through space and struck the Dracoth ship. For a heart-stopping moment, nothing happened. Then, one by one, the lights on the massive vessel flickered and died. Chaos erupted among the Dracoth fleet as their leaders fell silent. Olivia seized the opportunity, ordering a series of precision strikes on key enemy ships. The Stargazer danced through the confused armada, its advanced weapons tearing through the alien defenses. As the battle raged, Nyla worked furiously at her console, intercepting and decoding Dracoth transmissions. "Captain," she called out, her voice filled with excitement. "I found a weakness in their fleet formation. If we can take out these 3 ships, it should create a chain reaction that will disable a significant portion of their forces." Olivia didn't hesitate. "Do it, Lieutenant Chen." Marcus unleashed a barrage of torpedoes, each one finding its mark with deadly precision. The effect was immediate and devastating. Explosions rippled through the Dracoth fleet, ship after ship going dark or erupting in flames. As the dust settled, the bridge crew of the Stargazer could hardly believe their eyes. The once mighty Dracoth armada was in disarray, more than half of their ships disabled or destroyed. Olivia turned to her crew, a fierce pride shining in her eyes. "Send a message to Earth. Tell them, the Dracoth threat has been neutralized. Humanity stands strong." Cheers erupted on the bridge, the crew's jubilation a stark contrast to the silent, drifting hulks of the defeated Dracoth ships. As the adrenaline of battle faded, Olivia found herself looking at Nyla with newfound respect and gratitude. The alien princess had risked everything to help a species she barely knew. In doing so, she had not only saved Earth but had also forged a bond between their two races that held the promise of a brighter, more united future for the galaxy. As the Stargazer set a course for home, its crew weary but triumphant, Olivia knew that this was just the beginning. Humanity had taken its first steps onto the galactic stage, and with allies like Nyla at their side, the stars themselves were the limit. As the Voyager sailed through the star-speckled expanse, Captain Olivia Reeves and Nyla, the Zephyrian princess, stood side by side on the bridge. Their recent adventures had forged a deep bond between them, and now they looked forward to their shared future among the stars. The galaxy stretched before them, vast and full of possibilities. Their mission had evolved from simple exploration to a broader quest for peace and understanding among diverse cultures. Nyla's scientific expertise, once confined to her homeworld, would now benefit countless civilizations. Olivia saw their journey as a chance to promote diplomacy and cooperation across the cosmos. As they charted their course, their first destination materialized on the view screen, the mysterious Vale of Tanus. Rumors spoke of ancient artifacts hidden within its nebulous depths, promising groundbreaking discoveries. During their approach, the Voyager's sensors detected an anomaly. A derelict spacecraft drifted silently through space, its origins unknown. Intrigued, Olivia and Nyla decided to investigate. They donned their spacesuits and boarded the vessel, finding technology unlike anything they had encountered before. Inside the ghost ship, they discovered data archives written in a cryptic language. Nyla's eyes lit up with excitement as she began deciphering the alien script. Her breakthroughs revealed that this long-lost civilization had once spanned multiple star systems, harmoniously blending biology and technology. As Olivia and Nyla documented their findings, they pondered the implications. What had led to this advanced race's disappearance? Could their technology offer insights into sustainability and coexistence? The potential for scientific and cultural exchange thrilled them both. Coordinates recovered from the derelict ship pointed towards a living world that might hold survivors or further clues. As the Voyager glided into orbit around a vibrant blue planet, Olivia and Nyla prepared for yet another encounter. Each new world they visited brought fresh knowledge and a deeper appreciation for the diversity of life and intelligence in the universe. Their adventure, born from a chance rescue in the depths of space, had blossomed into a profound partnership. Together, Olivia and Nyla faced the future with open minds and hearts, ready to bridge worlds and cultures beneath the infinite stars. The Voyager descended through wispy clouds, revealing a landscape of sweeping purple plains and towering crystalline structures. Olivia and Nyla led a small away team to the surface, their hearts racing with anticipation. As they approached a gleaming city, movement caught their eye. Tall, graceful beings emerged from the structures, their iridescent skin shimmering in the alien sunlight. Olivia stepped forward, hands raised in a gesture of peace. "We come as friends," she said, her universal translator conveying her words. "I am Captain Olivia Reeves of the starship Voyager, and this is Nyla, Princess of Zephyria." One of the aliens inclined its head, responding in a melodic tone. "Welcome, travelers. We are the Lumina, keepers of the ancient knowledge. We have long awaited your arrival." Nyla's eyes widened. "You knew we were coming?" The Lumina guide, who introduced itself as Zar, nodded. "Our ancestors foresaw this meeting. Come, there is much to share." As they walked through the city, Zar explained that the Lumina were the last remnants of the civilization Olivia and Nyla had discovered on the derelict ship. Centuries ago, their people had foreseen a great calamity and sent colonies to distant worlds, preserving their knowledge and culture. Inside a vast library, holographic displays sprang to life, showing the history of the Lumina and their technological marvels. Nyla marveled at their advancements in clean energy and medical science, while Olivia was drawn to their philosophy of peaceful coexistence. "We have safeguarded this knowledge," Zar explained, waiting for those worthy to share it with. "Your arrival heralds a new era of cooperation and understanding in the galaxy." As days passed, the Voyager's crew and the Lumina exchanged knowledge and culture. Olivia and Nyla found themselves at the center of a historic moment, the birth of a new galactic alliance. Yet even as they celebrated this momentous occasion, a shadow loomed on the horizon. The Lumina's ancient prophecies spoke of a coming darkness that threatened not just their world, but the entire galaxy. Olivia and Nyla realized their journey was far from over, in fact, it had only just begun. As the Voyager prepared to depart the Lumina homeworld, Olivia and Nyla pored over the prophecies and data they had been given. The coming threat was unlike anything they had faced before, a cosmic anomaly that devoured entire star systems, growing stronger with each world it consumed. "We need to warn the galaxy," Olivia said, her voice filled with determination. "And we need to gather allies. This isn't a fight we can win alone. Nyla nodded, her scientific mind already racing with possibilities. The Lumina technology could be key to stopping this threat. We need to study it further and find a way to weaponize it against the anomaly. Their first stop was Earth, where Olivia presented their findings to the United Galactic Council. Initially met with skepticism, the gravity of the situation soon became clear. The Council agreed to send out warnings to all known civilizations and begin preparations for the coming crisis. Next, they journeyed to Zephyria, where Nyla's return was met with joy and her warnings with grave concern. The Zephyrian High Council pledged their support and resources to the cause. As word spread throughout the galaxy, ships of all shapes and sizes began to gather. Former enemies put aside their differences in the face of annihilation. The Voyager, with its diverse crew and advanced technology, became the flagship of this makeshift armada. Olivia and Nyla worked tirelessly, coordinating efforts across dozens of worlds. They oversaw the construction of massive defense platforms, the development of new weapons based on Lumina technology, and the evacuation of planets in the anomaly's path. But even as they prepared, reports came in of entire systems going dark. The anomaly was growing faster than anyone had anticipated. Time was running out. As the final pieces of their plan fell into place, Olivia and Nyla stood together on the Voyager's bridge, watching the gathered fleet of thousands of ships from hundreds of worlds. The fate of the galaxy rested on their shoulders. "Whatever happens," Olivia said, taking Nyla's hand, "I'm glad we're facing it together." Nyla squeezed her hand in return. "As am I. Now, let's save the galaxy." With a command from Olivia, the fleet engaged their warp drives, streaking towards their rendezvous with destiny. The final battle for the fate of all life in the galaxy was about to begin.